So the word Episcopalian has come up a couple of times tonight. And it reminded me of one of my favorite academic projects that came my way. A woman, it's interesting, I've done about 100 doctoral dissertations over the years, and many of them in psychology. And all the people who come from the big schools like Berkeley or Stanford do these boring things. And all the ones that come from the Transpersonal Institute or the Jungian this or that do the stuff that really matters and people care about. So this one wasn't very heavy, but it was fun. And it changed my life forever in a kind of way. It was about metaphors. And I began hearing metaphors all over the place. We use them everywhere. A couple of my favorites are dead as a doornail. What the heck does that mean? Dead as a doornail. Well, of course, nails are dead, so far as we know. Never heard one talking. So where did we get dead as a doornail? Well, it's an old practice. When you made doors in the old days, you drove the nail through from the front. But you didn't want a thief to be able to come with a claw and rip the nail out, right? He could get your door open that way. So you drove a nail through the door that was longer than the width of the door, and then you killed the nail. That was called killing the nail, the part that stuck through on the inside. You hit it down so that it caught. Ooh, my watch just came up. And that was called killing the nail, and so you have dead as a doornail. Saved by the Bell. You would think that one came from boxing, wouldn't you? It doesn't. There must have been a time when they buried people alive. I don't know, maybe they were in comas. They didn't know such a thing back then. And once in a while, they would discover they had buried it alive first. They'd dig them up, right? So to protect against this, when they buried people in the Middle Ages, they would attach a string to their finger. Attached to a bell above ground. And if you woke up in the damn box, you could ring, right? And somebody was supposed to be paid to stay there all night and watch that the bell didn't ring. If it did, you were saved by the bell.
Whoa.
So this Episcopalian woman comes to me with a doctoral dissertation about metaphor. What she wants to do is she's going to sit in 2 meetings of her church council. A business meeting and I guess a regular philosophical, spiritual meeting. She's going to tape record them. I think she actually video recorded them, really, so we could really have stage directions as well, facial expressions, notations, all that kind of thing. And she takes this stuff home and she gets it transcribed. And she's got 400 pages of everything everybody said at these 2 meetings. And it's in Microsoft Word, so you can do word searches. It's wonderful. You can go back around and you come up a word, and then you want to know how many times did this word come up, and you can go all the way through. So she starts drawing patterns and noting what each person, she did a profile of each person and the metaphors they used. And it got half the people very upset. Because in these church meetings, people were using metaphors from sports and war and violence. And here they thought they were such peaceful angels. And it got them very upset, some of them. Not the minister. The minister, oh, no. The Bible is full of violence. Check it out sometime. It's a very violent book. So I think she had 17 people, and she did an individual profile that she created for each one. And then she interviewed each of those people. She gave them their profile to study, and then brought them in and interviewed each one, taped that, and then did again an analysis of everything they said, their reactions to all the metaphors. And then did a profile of the whole church, and she was thinking that what she would do was she would create a profession for herself, going around to different churches, offering to analyze them, as it were, doing personality profiles of the congregation, or at least of the upper officers, Nobody seemed to want it, though. It didn't take off, this career. But it was interesting to me. So just think of all the metaphors that come up all the time that we hardly pay attention to unless you're made to, the way I was. And then all of a sudden I hear them everywhere. A lot from baseball, right? 3 strikes and you're out, stepping up to the plate. Right? People step up to the plate. It has nothing to do with stepping up to home base. You know, the batter up, nothing to do with that whatsoever. So we use these everywhere, and it's amazing how many of them are from sports and war. Not just in here congregation, I think it's pretty common when you pay attention to it. It resembles, you know, when you learn a new word and suddenly you hear it all the time, everywhere, and you say, I've never heard this word before, now I'm hearing it everywhere. Why is this? Oh, well, I guess you heard it before, you just didn't pay attention to it. You weren't attuned to it. Your nervous system wasn't vibrating to it. But try that with metaphors. It's a lot of fun, and you'll see them everywhere. Thank you.